M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles.
Do you treat your dog as part of the family? Well, so do we. So why not celebrate your pup's birthday with the ultimate party box? Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Party Pup Info, and let us make your pup's party or any celebration perfection.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 291, Breaking Kayfabe with Bowden and or Barry, where Barry, our motto here on this fine podcast and in our group, Breaking Kayfabe with Bowden and Barry, and if you're not a member, as Barry likes to say, why aren't you? I will just say that here on this fine podcast, one of our mottos is, we can talk shit about our brothers on the Arcadian Vanguard Network, but by God, Barry, you better not talk shit about our brothers on the Arcadian Vanguard Network, or perhaps you won't be let in the group, even if you try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to get let in. No. Hold on. That's my stamp. Denied.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet, too. And, of course, the person you're referring to, I don't believe...
Was I referring to a person, Barry?
You were. I don't believe any of these people that were involved. And in case you don't know, Jim Cornette sometimes, who is our brother on the Arcadian Vanguard Network, as Jeff just pointed out, Jim Cornette always typically can make some very pointed comments. And apparently he ruffled some feathers recently. Someone, not the individual in question, someone came to the defense of that person and made some disparaging remarks regarding Jim's mother, and then, of course, tried to backpedal. Anyways, this person has been trying to get in our Facebook group. We're assuming to stir up all kinds of shit. And, yeah, 5 times, Jeff? Is that where we're at?
Well,
we're at 5?
Now at the time we record this on Thursday afternoon. So, between now and the day the show actually drops at 9:30. Oh, no, not at 10. No, not 10. At 10:30. No, not 10. Sometime before lunch, hopefully. We'll have an update on how many times this individual has tried to get into our group. So this, Barry, a very special episode of Breaking Kayfabe.
You might have gone to the gym a few more times.
I don't even think you. Well,
barely.
Whatever. Anyway, the guy's trying to do the right thing and have a nice little wrestling con, and maybe with that money we can learn how to iron your clothes a little bit.
Yeah, and comb your hair and not look so much like Chaz Bono.
There you go.
That's rough.
So we got a little bit of heat on social media this week.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Well, I made the ultimate mistake, right?
What?
So
did you express your opinion?
I expressed my opinion.
Idiot.
Yes.
Every time we try to express our opinion, we get in trouble.
The reason behind it was because Jim Cornette on his podcast was coming off the Chic documentary.
Okay.
Went on, said some unflattering things about Eric Sims. I think he called him a greasy scumbag. I don't know the exact words.
Jim Cornette called
Eric Sims
a greasy scumbag?
I don't know if those were the words.
Okay,
so I don't want to be.
I'm
paraphrasing.
Okay, that's fine.
And then we all know what Kevin Nash has said about Eric Sims on a couple. He unclicked this. Basically, that Eric, is annoying and he always the event they're at is only about 5 minutes away, but Eric gets them up an hour and a half earlier.
Right.
We went on social media.
Did some
and,
KFC.
I'll just read it real quick and tell me if you agree with it or not.
All right, go ahead.
But it says, recently some podcasts have been taking a hard line with Eric Sims. However, based on the online discussions and social media interactions, it appears that Eric Sims has mixed reputation among wrestling fans. Some fans appreciate his contributions to the independent wrestling scene, while others criticize him for his various reasons, such as his controversial behavior, his management style, and his involvement in certain incidents. It is important to note that the opinions of wrestling personalities, such as Jim Cornette and Kevin Nash, are highly subjective and vary widely depending on the individual preferences, experiences, and the perceptions. Ultimately, whether Eric Sims is liked or disliked by the wrestling fans is a matter of personal opinion. Our relationship with Mr. Sims has been nothing but a pleasant experience. Both Cornette and Nash have, now this is us writing, and, we are we. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Both Cornette and
Was
Nash.
I sleeping while we were writing?
Yes,
I'm just
you are.
asking. Go
By the way,
ahead.
give me credit. Pretty good writer.
You
right?
did. By
Thank
the
you.
way, this is the best I've ever heard you read. Keep going.
Go
You're
ahead,
on
thank
fire
you.
right now.
Both
Go ahead.
Cornette and Nash have a blessed life. One having the genetics to being over 7 feet and make millions with limited of athletic ability.
Okay.
The other who had a mother who serviced the boys on a daily basis so her boy could live his dream. Honestly, pro wrestling business needs Mr. Sims. So.
Yeah. Well, I think
Lot
this
of
is, if I can really quickly,
Go
this
ahead.
is a very interesting sentence here because I could see people totally jumping the wrong way with this. By the way, when she was servicing the boys, she was taking them on runs,
Yes.
getting them food,
Right.
doing things like that.
Right.
Where the fuck's their minds? Do they come after you or
They
something?
came after saying, how dare you say
That is
mommy
not what that
Cornette?
meant.
No, it wasn't.
That is not what that meant.
Thank you.
Boy, you're not even allowed to use a legal English word. They're just going to
But
twist it
here
around.
lies the problem of this whole thing.
Whatever, man.
So we go to
right.
defense of Eric Sims, who we
Yeah.
do business with on a regular basis,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We'd actually consider him a friend at some point, I would think, right?
At some point,
Right.
yeah. Right.
So I go onto Sims's page because people are going crazy over this thing.
Yeah.
And Sims also
Oh, no.
starts playing Switzerland. Well, I don't know what Monty and Afaro and Mike Monty meant by service. I asked him, but I didn't give it an answer. Instead of saying, fuck you, those are my boys, he don't say shit.
Why not?
Because he's a whiny little pussy. That's why. He's a pussy. Eric Sims, listen, dude, we like you, but you are nothing but a disloyal little dirtbag.
Fair enough.
He is, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I agree with that. If that's the way this has gone down while I was sleeping,
Listen, we went out of our way to defend
what's
him.
up with that?
Because Eric Sims
Yeah,
is
but
about
when
Eric
was the
Sims
last
is
time-
about himself.
When was the last time anybody that has claimed to be our friend and done business with us ever fucking had our back?
Never.
Thank you.
And Eric's not even one of them either.
Well, welcome to the business.
Doesn't mean
I
I don't
guess
like
we are
Eric.
in the business.
Doesn't mean I don't like Eric, but Eric has proven himself to be a disloyal little bitch.
He should have been defending. We've
Defending us.
yeah. Well, I don't expect him to defend me. Quite honestly.
Well, that's a whole nother issue.
That's
right?
a whole nother issue.
Eric won't even shake
He
your
doesn't
hand.
even say hello and shake my hand because after all, I'm only the fucking co-host of the show.
Oh, well, you remember something. He is the Jewish ninja.
Yeah, he does know Israeli taekwondo.
So anyway, Eric disappointed me because, again, it's wartime, right? The Ukrainians are getting attacked.
Right. Right.
Here comes
Hey, wait.
the United States.
Wait. This ain't no Ukraine.
I know, but I understand.
This ain't no Ukraine.
Using an example.
No.
Ukrainians get attacked. Here come the United States to help them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we go in there,
Yeah.
and the Ukraine goes, okay, well, we don't want to fight on behalf of you. Go
Right.
ahead and do business.
Right. How many times did we see this in the past with other people?
Welcome to pro
They go
wrestling.
hide behind a rock and then you guys deal with it.
I want to thank the band.